All right, so we're tired, as I said before, we're tired of application silos and platform silos. Like it's the 21st century. Let's be more connective. Let's build solutions that just flow across all of these apps. And these are just a sample of some of the possible apps, right? Down here, under the tree where the roots are. And let's talk about these TGNs. Part of the software architecture is you got to write these TGN settings and this rig definition right somewhere. So that's just a little contained unit. Let's call each one as a TGN. It's a little cell of data. So that's very straightforward, right? And those can be for each discipline, say structural, another for electrical, another for civil, and so on, whatever on a project. Each discipline can kind of own their own tree file where these TGNs sit. So the structural discipline has, they have control. They're the author controller of their set of TGNs. Maybe they got a few hundred on the project. So each discipline has their own container and they build as many TGNs in it as they want, and they can share those with others. And yeah, they're portable. So you can have different types of user access control for TGNs, or at the top level, you could say, look, you can have access to all of my TGNs, right? So I don't have to like share them individually, stuff like that. And yeah, it's about making clarity flow between apps instead of just building a solution. Here we are, we're going to build this nice, fantastic solution, but it only works in our app. Like nobody wants that. Come on, we're past that now, right? We're going to flow. This thing should be portable in any app that implements our TGN libraries. And so let's generalize this a little bit. We'll have the TRE file that's full of TGNs, and we'll have an SDK. So we're thinking we can have both open source and TGN Pro. So TGN Pro is for application partners who like what we're doing, and they also like the idea that, hey, this is gonna become a kind of a standard in the industry that we can rely on. So we should have it in our app, right? We should support it, right? So they can support our SDK. Yeah, so an EPC of that type, they how many applications do they use, right? They use a lot of applications, right? And they use the applications they use because they want to, right? So we're not going to be in a position where we don't want to be in a position where we tell them, hey, you're using the wrong applications. No, 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 no. We want to say, oh, those are the applications you're using. So would you like us to help you develop the implementation of TGN in your applications? So here's another way of looking at that. You could say that just the Bentley applications here, and there's just a sampling of, I put 4 of them, just sure. And then there's some other partner applications. So I just, picked a few. And so the iTwins SDK stack and the TGN feature stack, right? Those can be integrated into any of the Bentley applications, and they're going to improve. These are attention focusing rigs, so they're going to help every user of every one of those apps focus their attention in these complex environments, in each of these apps, understand them better, move from complexity to clarity, move from, investigation to action, and so on. So each of the apps, it's going to increase the utilization and the power of all of the apps simply by making it easier and more kind of like you have a sort of a predictable way that you can communicate with a lot of different people, about very complex things in a very direct way, right? In a way that people become used to, become familiar with, and they're like, you know what, I need a TGN here, right? And I need it to show this and that, and I need to be able to take it now that I'm happy with it and